Why buy silver, you ask? And how does the price of silver move in relation to the increase in the global currency supply? Good questions, and the answers are rather simple. Since about 1913, and at a seemingly unstoppable rate since 1971, the world's central banks have regularly increased the monetary base. They print paper and plastic currency to provide liquidity, and more recently referred to as quantitative easing. The stated objective is to save faltering economies, but essentially the net effect is to debase currency, decrease the purchasing power of our savings and investments, and cause prices to rise. Price inflation is a symptom of printing money out of thin air. Thus, those who hold dollar-denominated assets lose. We steadily pay more for things because our currency buys less. It's simple supply and demand. When more of something is created, the value of that thing is reduced. For example, the US dollar monetary base more than doubled in size from 2008 to 2010. US banks increased their reserves by about $1 trillion during this period. Yes, $1 trillion. Thus, the US currency is devalued rather aggressively, eroding the purchasing power of any currency or investment one has the misfortune of residing in dollars. And this debasement is not restricted to the USA. All of the world's currencies suffer the same ill effects of central banking shenanigans. We see it every day when we buy things we need to survive: food, fuel, rents, goods and services. The prices rise and our wages normally do not keep up. Or our investments may earn a return, but the true rate of inflation, estimated to be closer to 15% annually, wipes out any gains we may have realized. So what is one to do about our wealth being destroyed by monetary debasement? Inflation will only accelerate once banks start lending out all their reserves. The world will be flooded with new currency, and prices will rise like wildfire. The answer is to hold precious metals. Silver bullion, for example, holds its value. Throughout the ages when governments have inflated the currency supply and destroyed people's standards of living, a return to silver has always corrected the imbalance. Silver is sound money. It protects wealth, and over the long term always rises in price. In fact, an increase in the monetary base is proportional to a rise in the price of silver bullion. Just look at this St. Louis Federal Reserve chart of the monetary base since 1991. The line goes up every year as more currency is created. It spikes, interestingly, from 2008 onwards. Then let's compare it to the chart which shows the price of silver bullion in that period. The line goes up every year as the price of silver appreciates. The silver price spiked around 2008 when the Federal Reserve dumped trillions of new money into the system. And the price continues to rise to this day. So why buy silver? Because it is the only asset class that protects wealth and appreciates significantly enough to be worth investment. Next article will look at the uses of silver and why supply will never again meet demand. Another critical reason to hold silver bullion.